Over 10 years ago, I was in a bad place mentally. I am a firm believer in the occult and believe in a higher power, ghosts, and the supernatural. At the time, I had collected a few Ouija boards and was really into trying to speak to the dead. After several months of feeling like I was a medium, I was starting to feel off. I was having horrendous thoughts that were very out of character for me, disgusting thoughts that I never would have before imagined. It got so bad that my hands were bleeding because I could not stop washing them. The guilt I felt from these thoughts was taking me over, and I thought I was going insane. It was around this point that I knew I needed to have a conversation with my mom about what was happening. So I told her everything, and she told me I needed to see a doctor. I began researching OCD and the effects of it. A week or so after confiding in my mom, I went and saw our family doctor. At 16, I was terrified of the idea of being mentally ill. I nervously told the doctor everything that I had been feeling, and he fills out a prescription for Prozac and recommends I see a shrink. I take the papers he gives me and shrug home. I tell my mom what he said and start to plan my road to recovery. A few days later, while researching some stuff about Ouija boards, trying to take my mind off of things, I come across an article about something called demonic oppression. This was me. This was the definition of that was happening to me. My symptoms were all on par with what the article was referencing. Basically, it is the idea of not being possessed and having a demon in you, but the idea of one being around you, trying to bring you down as much as possible. It can lead to demonic possession. The number one root cause believed to entice a negative energy to harass you? Playing with Ouija boards. I then began researching how to be rid of this hypothetical oppression. Get rid of your boards and make sure to dispose of them correctly. I began to do so, breaking the board and separating the pieces, making sure the pieces never touch when disposed of, and to separate the planchettes as well. I put it all in separate bags, and it sat in our garbage for a day or two. Garbage day rolls around, and I hear the truck outside around the corner making its stops. I forgot I had kitty litter stuff to throw out, so I run downstairs and head to the front door. My dad stops me at the bottom of the stairs and proceeds to mock me for having to clean up. I ignore him, not making eye contact as he was annoying me and full-on laughing at me at this point. I dart past and throw the shit into our bin to see the Ouija board bags being put into the garbage truck. When I enter the house, it's quiet. I yell to my dad and no one answers. 15 seconds go by and my mom comes in from work. She says hi, and I ask where Dad went. She tells me he hasn't been home from work yet and that he had to pick something up from the grocery store. I tell her he must have forgot to stop on the way home because I just spoke to him in person like 2 minutes ago. She said that's impossible because she was just talking to him on the phone. I run to a phone and call him. Sure enough, he's still at the A&P, and he's totally confused with what I'm talking about. I hang up in complete shock. No one else was home, and it 100% looked and sounded like my dad. I know that was the last hurrah for the thing that so much enjoyed making me feel like the devil's toilet paper. After the boards were taken away, all my symptoms stopped. Like overnight stopped. I'm scared to think of what I might have seen had I looked my father in the eyes that day.